Hi dear friends, click on the like button and the subscribe button, hit the bell icon and don't forget to follow me on Instagram.
Hi guys and welcome to another vlog. I am driving the second generation Volvo XC60. The first generation model was on sale for a long time and this is the second generation, which is based on SPA, which is Scalable Product Architecture, which is a modular platform. The XC60, the XC90, the S90, the V90 cross country, everything is used on the same platform, which obviously results in cost saving. Now this is an engine which is 4-cylinder. Volvo only does 4-cylinder engines now. It said goodbye to 6-cylinder engines in the interest of efficiency, but the 4-cylinder engines are also very punchy in terms of performance, so that's really a good thing. Even the Polestar, the S60 Polestar uses a 4-cylinder engine, but Polestar has now gone all electric. So here we go. The design language is absolutely fabulous. From certain angles it does look like a smaller version of the XC90, which is Volvo's flagship car, and these Thor hammer headlights look very nice, all LEDs, and also get active bending function, and there's a headlight cleaner as well, which basically will come out and spray to clean the headlight. And it's got front parking sensor, it's got a front camera over here. The vertical grille looks very nice with the Volvo logo in between, and the fog lamp is really very hidden here, so it's over here, which you can't really see unless and until you bend to see it. And these are 19-inch wheels, diamond cut. They are specially made by Michelin for Volvo. In fact, it even has Volvo branding on it, so you can see it's written VOL. So Michelin has made these tires specially for this car, the XC60, and these tires are 235, 55, 19 in size, so good amount of sidewall. And this is an all-wheel drive. It's not very capable off-road. You can do mild off-road trails, definitely. You can see this chrome lining with inscription, the variant name written over here. From the side it does look very nice, and from the rear it will remind you of previous generation Volvo cars because of the tail light, and that's actually a good thing. So D5 all-wheel drive inscription written over here, chrome treatment, dual exhaust lower down, XC60 badging there, Volvo written in typical Volvo fashion. So they have stayed true to Volvo's design language. The rear seems more like an evolution, the front is obviously a revolution. And let's quickly get inside the boot of this car. So there's a subtle rear spoiler over here with integrated stop lamp, and this is the boot. It's 505 liters, not the biggest. And over here you get a spare wheel, which isn't an alloy, it's smaller in size, and the boot is big enough. And guess what, you can actually reduce the loading bay by pressing this button. You can see the car is going down because it has got an air suspension, so loading things becomes much easier. You can raise it with a press of a button. This is so cool. And in order to flip the seat, all you need to do is press a button, and there you go, it's flipped. Press this button and there you go, it's flipped completely. So basically what it does is, in order to increase the boot space, all you need to do is press a button. That's again very cool. So this will close the boot and also lock the car. This will just close the boot, and here we go. So there's a camera here as well. Plenty of cameras in this car because it has got 360-degree parking camera. So let me just push this back into place, and there will be a camera over here also. There you go, because it needs it for the 360-degree parking. I love the color on this car. It's very nice. Even the previous generation car had a similar color. And let me just move the seats slightly ahead. So the best part about the seats are that these seats are actually designed by orthopedic surgeons. Yes, that's right, in order to give absolute comfort. But the rear door doesn't open the biggest or the widest, and once you're in the rear seat, you will realize that it has decent amount of space, not the most space in the segment, and decent amount of leg room as well. Knee room is also decent. Under thigh support is also good in this car, and headroom is plenty as well. There's a light here, there's a handle here, there's a hook here, and the window is decent sized as well. You won't feel claustrophobic. You can lock the car from here at the rear, and the center armrest, well, it opens like this, so you can keep a lot more stuff in the rear seat. And you can press this button to open for twin cup holders as well. The rear seat is decently comfortable, and that's how you flip the headrest back into place. So there are two headrests at the rear, none for the center passenger, and there's a big transmission tunnel as well. There's a cigarette lighter in the rear, and these are the AC controls. You can lock the door from here, and the rear gets heated seats, which is kind of disappointing. You should have got cooled seats, because in India heated seats are absolutely useless unless and until you live in the north. So the doors feel heavy. The car is very well put together, and let me quickly give you a glimpse of the dashboard, which is similar to the XC90 and the S90, which is certainly a very good thing. So you can see the Sweden logo over here on the seat, and there is a magazine holder here as well. Cabin feels really nice. I love the seats, the comfort, the tan leather looks supremely good, and the chrome treatment here on the door handles and also on the audio systems speakers is very nice as well. So certainly in terms of design they have nailed it big time with the XC60. Now let me quickly get into the driver's seat, and the first thing I'm going to do is play some music, because everyone knows Volvo cars has one of the best audio systems. So in order to turn on the car, you need to press this diamond key, and here we go. The car has started. It does a full swipe telling you all the features in this car, city safety, pilot assist and whatnot. I'll come back to that in a bit. So the air conditioning is on and it's going to play the audio track right away. Here we are. As you heard, this car has just a fantastic audio system. It's like wow. So these are 15 speakers, Bowers and Wilkins audio system, and it has got multiple settings, like you can go for studio, individual stage or concert hall. That's the Gothenburg concept hall. It gives amazing output, one of the best audio qualities I have heard in any car. Now this seat which I'm sitting on right now is extremely comfortable, and guess what, I can also extend the cushion here to increase under thigh support. So under thigh support is plenty on both the front seats because you can adjust this, and the seat is extremely comfortable. There's multiple adjustment over here. You can see there's cushion extension I can go for, and that's not all. I can also decide on if I want lumbar extension or if I want, you know, increase or decrease in side bolsters. Now there's massage function as well. I can go for swell, intensity, normal, speed. So there are multiple massage functions like tread, advanced, lumbar, shoulder and whatnot. So you know, it's a very comfortable car for the front seats, and there's massage for the front seats. There's also heating and cooling for the front seats. So if I press this button, it will cool the front seats, and if I press this button, it will heat the front seats. Now obviously individually, now in order to do for the passenger, I have to press this button, and it kind of gets noisy on setting 2 and 3, but that's fine. It also gets a heated steering wheel. Yeah, that's right, a heated steering wheel. So if you're driving in the cold, you really enjoy it. I remember I had driven this car down south some time back, not this car actually, the V90 cross country, and it had a similar feature and it was feeling amazing. It was kind of cold and rainy and it was heating the steering wheel while driving. I love that feeling. To lock the door, you press this button. Memory seats here as well, plenty of controls here. These are for the power window switches. This is for adjusting the mirror, and by pressing this button you can child lock the rear door as well as the rear windows. That's again a very cool touch. You don't have to do it manually. This is to open the boot, and you can see the overall quality fit finish of this car is just phenomenal. Just look at the way the cabin has been finished. Good amount of leather. There's plastic also, which is of very high quality, and this is a 9-inch Sensus audio system touchscreen unit. It's easy to operate. It has so many things inside it, like press this to come back to the main menu. Now I can go into settings and I can alter the various parameters. There's just too many parameters actually, just way too many parameters. And like right now I went into my car and I can actually choose, like supposing individual drive modes, how do I want the various settings to be. So like I told you, it has insane amount of flexibility in terms of what you want to do. So you can also choose how you want the various characteristics, right from driver display to steering force, powertrain characteristics, brake characteristics and suspension control as well. Now it also gets a start stop system. This is the electronic parking brake. Pressing this crystal button will get you into the drive mode, so you can choose what drive mode you want to use, and there are 5 of them: eco, comfort, off-road, dynamic and individual. Meanwhile, the wipers on this car deserve an applause. Just let me pull it once and here you go. So you can see where the water is coming from. The water is coming from the wiper itself. That is so cool, and you can actually change the intensity of that as well. And you know, in order to work the air conditioning, you have to press this button, and here we go, air conditioning. Actually, the whole system works on this one touchscreen infotainment system. There's only one button, which is the master button, to go back. And let me quickly show you one interesting bit. If I swipe right, here are all the car functions. So you can turn off traction control from here. There's lane keeping aid, park assist, cross traffic alert, distance alert, start stop system, camera. It gets a 360-degree parking camera. So here we get into 360-degree view, and it is so nicely done. It's just amazing. You can actually use self park on this car. It will automatically park. You have to give throttle inputs, but yes, if I press park in, now it's scanning for spots and it will tell me where can I park. So you can see there are the 4 cameras, and I have to keep moving forward and it will do it for me. So that's again a very interesting feature. So I've cancelled the parking thing right now, and let me get back into the menu. You can see a press of a button will fold the headrest at the rear. You can actually adjust the position of the heads-up display, where do you want it to be seen, along with the intensity as well. And as I come down, you can see there's heads-up display, there's bliss, which is basically blind spot monitoring, which I'll show you when I drive the car. Road sign information will tell you, it is the guard. You can adjust the passenger seat as well from here. There's cruise control, which is so advanced, it will actually follow another car and automatically brake when you need it to. Cornering lights, active bending lights, collision avoidance assistance, wiper service position, private locking, and whatnot. So this system has so many things. It is just mind-numbing, and they've done a great job with this. Now this is a 12.3-inch system, and it is a TFT screen, but somehow it's not very funky. It's kind of plain and basic, and obviously in the center you get a lot of commands. Basically it's the multi-information display over there, and you can see that when you shift gears, it will show you the position there as well. And I get into manual, it will show me that as well, which gear I am in right now. So one of the very funky and classy systems here in this car, and I love the Bowers and Wilkins audio system. It is just so good with audio quality. Now there's good amount of space in the glove box as well, and it is a cool glove box. Meanwhile, over here there is space to keep stuff. There's a USB port here, not one but 2 of them, and there's a CD player here as well. These are the controls for the audio system, but the previous generation car had so many buttons. This one doesn't have any button at all, but this can be slightly distracting, because now if I want to go into something, I have to go all the way back and try to figure out stuff, where is what, which obviously you will get used to with time, but still it's a little time consuming right now. Steering mounted buttons, piano black finishing. This is for the audio system, this is for the cruise control, and just look at the stock for the headlight. It's so chunky. Similarly for the wipers. So this car is very comfortable. Now you can see this is an auto dimming inside rear view mirror. It has got a very large panoramic sunroof, and this gives it a very airy feel inside the cabin. Such a smooth operating roof, doesn't make much noise at all. Obviously this one also opens, so let me just open it right away for you. We'll go back further, and they have actually written inscription in the headrest. You can see the seat, the quality is just something else, and that's what happens when you use orthopedic surgeons to make seat. I mean, who does that? Now there is a light here and a mirror even here as well, and the cabin feels very silent, very well insulated. Quality levels are phenomenal. This is the 3rd time I use the word phenomenal in this video. And you can see there's this yellow cone inside the audio system, which kind of looks cool and nice, and the door pockets are huge. You can keep a 1-liter bottle with ease. The quality of this car really deserves an applause. The number of features are mind-blowing and mind-numbing. They've just stuffed in everything. It's just insane. This car gets 6 airbags, there's hill descent control, there's hill hold assist, there's everything you would need in a luxury SUV. They have just gone ahead and stuffed this car with so many features. They have not been like, okay, the XC90 is a flagship, we should not put more features in the XC60. Nothing of that sort. Everything is given in this car. In fact, you can also tweak that at what speed should the warning come and how much distance you want to maintain before the car will start buzzing, or apply brakes when you're following someone in city. That's the level of technology on this vehicle. Obviously, this being a modular platform has been adapted in a way that it is able to comply in the future with autonomous driving, and that's the reason the driver assist system works really very well in this car. So you can see this thing can be closed, gives a nice finish there. This is the electronic handbrake. The finishing is really nice on this one. There's also a key which you can wear in your neck, which is like a necklace or something of that sort, and you can go swimming and you can open the car. That's how cool it is. And you can keep twin cup holders over here, space to keep your key. There's a cigarette lighter here as well. Unfortunately, none of the USBs are exposed, which is both a good and bad thing. So basically there's something called distance alert, and you can choose at what distance should it alert. Can you see that? Like, I'm deciding how far the front car is from me. So the systems on this car are absolutely crazy. And then I can go into pilot assist. I can actually monitor all the systems from the steering button as well, right from adaptive cruise control to the pilot assist. Pilot assist is basically what it does. It automatically will steer the car on a white line to get you back into your lane. And the way Volvo has actually made the systems work so well, it's really superb. It's very impressive. It also gets a ticket holder here. The view from around is very nice, and you can clearly see everything nicely around. And even if you can't, the systems will definitely alert you. Now this is a 4-zone climate control system. It gets an air quality sensor, and the air conditioning works very well. I just don't know what to say but keep praising this car because there's so many features and everything works so well.